What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the second OSRS updates and developer Q&A summary. So this time we're going to be on about the same schedule as last time. I'm going to be posting another hardcore Iron Man video following this one tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys look out for that. So this week's update is pretty big. There's a lot of stuff to go over and a lot of really cool updates, but it was a general quality of life improvements update, which included things such as being able to remember your bank pin on World Hop and also the ability to click through your followers. So this is an update that's been in the process for a pretty long time now. A lot of people have been wanting it. Basically what it does is if you're on the same IP address and you have a bank pin, you can set your options by going and talking to any banker in RuneScape, going into your pin options, and you'll see this option here saying change logout behavior. And when you click that, you'll see that the message on the right side changes. And basically what this does is if you're at your computer for 5 minutes, so if you log out for 5 minutes, this won't work. But you can basically world hop and you won't have to retype your bank pin anymore. It'll remember that you typed it in if you're on the same IP address. So for people that have a bank pin, this is going to be really nice because it won't be a pain in the ass anymore to have to keep typing it in every single time you hop worlds. So another update added this week, if you guys know and you have a pet, that you always have this talk to option. You can never really walk under it. They kind of get in the way and a lot of people don't like to have them out when they're doing stuff. But there's now been a toggle option added. When activated, this will allow you to actually walk under your pet. So it'll take away the talk to option and it'll make the talk to option actually right click instead of left click. So you won't actually misclick on your pet anymore. So for people that like having pets out, this is a pretty huge update. There's also been many changes to a lot of diary rewards this week, including the Hardened Elite Falador shields actually showing the mole locator all the time. So there's no option on it anymore. Before, if you guys have done this, there'd be an option on the shield where you have to click saying locate mole and it would show the arrow on your screen. Now if you have it in your inventory, the arrow will always be on your minimap. Grimy herbs have also had their value increase, so now they will show above bones when dropped on the floor, so it'll be easier to click on these and not accidentally get bones into your inventory. Energy potions have also now been made free to play, and there's also been an interface added on the apothecary where you can actually make these now alongside the strength potions. For those of you that have actually done the birthday event, you'll know that there was 2 cool emotes, so people have wanted them to be added to the game, and now they are in the game. So if you complete that event, you will unlock 2 new emotes. Basically what these are, the first one is Hotline Bling, and the second one is the Gangnam Style Dance. They're 2 pretty cool emotes, but if you guys want those, make sure you go and get them, or you're going to have to wait until the event next year to be able to use them. Also, the Fight Caves tournament has been completed. It lasted for about 2 weeks. If you guys don't know what this was, it was basically the fastest fight cave would win this Dragon Scimitar in a year of membership. But the winner has been announced, so congrats to Dead Wilson for putting up a time of 24 minutes, which is pretty crazy. He said he did, I think, around like 200 something total fight caves. This was a pretty cool event, so it would be nice to see more stuff like this in the future. Now, if you have the Elite Fremenic Diary completed, the Sea Boots will now teleport you in limited times to Relica. If you guys don't know where this teleport puts you, it puts you right next to the Fishmonger outside of the end of the agility shortcut. Also, the Elite Wilderness Diary will now offer you unlimited teleports to the Fountain of Rune. So there's also been a change made to the Motherlode mine this week. If you're in the upper area, every time you start mining a vein of ore, an 18-second timer will begin, so you'll be able to mine it for 18 seconds until it depletes. And finally this week, Demonic Gorillas and the Court Beasts have had their click zones changed to now include more area clickable under them, so you won't misclick as much. It's a pain in the ass for a lot of stuff in the game, so it's cool to see them change this. So now moving into the Q&A summary for this week. The first interesting question to ask was, can ping be displayed next to the worlds in the selection menu? This also did come with a picture the person made. As you can see, the worlds display the ping next to them. So Kieran said that this is a really good idea and it makes a lot of sense to add it with what's been going on recently. He said that it would take some engine work, but it would be worth doing in the long run. So I really hope they do work on this and we get to see it in the game in the future, because with all the DCs recently, it would be really nice to have. Next, the question was asked, can an item that holds necklaces of binding be added similar to how the Ring of Suffering holds recoil charges? Kieran responded to this by saying it's a really good idea and he really likes it, and that there's a lot of room in the game for this type of content to be added. They're not too sure yet how they would go about adding this, but it will more than likely be like a new necklace added that's worth a few mil. But overall, I believe this would be a very nice quality of life change. So personally, I think this is the most notable question that came from the Q&A. Somebody asked, apart from the Inferno and Fossil Island, what other big updates would you like to see this year or the next? So a couple things mentioned by going around talking were mentions of a farming guild, Desert Treasure 2 as being the next possible quest, and also the ability to redo quests with timers for people that like to do speed runs. On the topic of speedrunning quests, Kieran mentioned that a good way to do this would be from a tournament world. Basically what there would be is a table you click on and it would display all of the quests. You'd select which quest you want, it would fill your bank with all of the items you need from that quest, and then it would teleport you to the quest start and you can basically start the timer. But the feedback on the speedrunning seemed pretty positive, so look out for more of that in the future. The final interesting question I found asked this week on the Q&A was, can we have the ability to stack up clue scroll caskets so we can open them all at the same time? The feedback from this was incredibly positive, both from all the JMods and the chat. The sort of consensus was it would be really cool to see like an opening from 1000 clue scroll videos and how it would make pretty good stream content. So more than likely we'll be hearing more about this in the future. So that's going to do it for the second OSRS updates and Q&A video. I hope to see you guys tomorrow in my next Hardcore Iron Man video, and also next Thursday when I post another one of these. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you then.